Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our channel, The Common Sense Student. My name is David, and this is my wife, Yvette.
Hello everyone. This is the introductory video for our channel. The purpose of this video is to tell you what our channel is all about. In doing so, we'll discuss what is common sense principles, who is a common sense student, and why we decided to start this channel.
Thank you very much, Yvette. So, what is common sense? Let's discuss what is common sense by looking at the word self-evident. It was used in such a beautiful way in the Declaration of Independence that was written in 1776 by Thomas Jefferson. And it states, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." According to Google, the word self-evident means obvious or not needing to be demonstrated. In essence, if something is obvious or, it's obvious to you, it doesn't need to be proven by anyone else, just as it was used in the Declaration of Independence, when it was said, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." All men being created equal is obvious. It doesn't need to be explained. It's not up for debate.
You know, that is so true. And as you were speaking, a few examples came to mind, just like 2 + 2 = 4, the law of gravity, which states what goes up must come down, or even the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. All of those things are obvious and therefore would be considered common sense. Some other ways to describe common sense would be self-evident truth, as David spoke about a little while ago, and another is indisputable wisdom and the laws of practicality 101.
Thank you very much, Yvette. So now let's discuss common sense principles. We'll be talking about common sense principles from the foundational aspect. Therefore, we'll be talking about knowledge, understanding, and application, and then we'll be giving 2 uses or examples of common sense. So let's go. What is common sense knowledge? Common sense knowledge is not learned in school, meaning it's not learned in our traditional or formal educational system. It's learned from life. It therefore requires the deliberate exposure of our minds to extraordinary information, such as those we find in reading good books, documentaries, autobiographies, and also what we learn from nature and culture. Next, understanding. What is common sense understanding? Common sense understanding is the highest level of wisdom. Understanding gives us clarity, freedom from our conditionings, and improved analytical skills, which enable us to have win-win common sense solutions.
Another principle is common sense application. We all know that it doesn't do any of us any good to know something, understand it, and not apply it to our lives. So what is common sense application? It's the execution of wisdom. It's doing what we understand. It's applying what we know and understand to our everyday life experiences. Simply put, it's knowledge, understanding, and diligence in application. Now, let's discuss 2 uses of common sense. Common sense is making things simple. Common sense avoids the unnecessary complications that come with relationships in our everyday living. It is the linear or straight line path to life's benefits rather than the jungle tour of uncalled for experiences.
That's true. Also, common sense is practical sense. Having practical sense doesn't only make you appear to be smarter than you are, it actually proves that you're smarter than you think you are. In that sense, practical sense is thinking out of the box. It's also being a student of life's best teacher, which is other people's experience.
Yes. Now, let's discuss who is a common sense student. A common sense student is a learner, a disciple of common sense, a mentee of common sense, and an overall student of life.
That's so true, Yvette. So why did we start this channel? We started this channel because we want to empower others with common sense knowledge. We believe that many of the challenges we face in life, such as succeeding in relationships, pursuing personal success, and finding fulfillment and happiness, can be solved via the application of common sense principles. We want to share what we have learned. That is why our tagline is Learn it, Become it, Share it. So our channel is mainly for educational purposes, but we want to have fun while discussing different topics.
Yes, and a few thoughts before we go. Please join us as we discuss and offer solutions to everyday life challenges.
But most of all, guys, don't forget, please become a subscriber.
Yes, but also, please be encouraged to become a common sense student.
Yes, 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 don't forget that.
And we would like to leave you with a quote by Robert Greene Ingersoll, which says, "It's 1,000 times better to have common sense without an education rather than to have an education without common sense." We hope to see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.